ಜಯ ಶ್ರೀಮನ್ನಾರಾಯಣ. ಇಂದಿನ ಪಂಚಾಂಗ ಪ್ಲವ ನಾಮ ಸಂವತ್ಸರ ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಯನ ಹೇಮಂತ ಋತು ಏಕಾದಶಿ ತಿಥಿ ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ ಶುಕ್ಲ ಪಕ್ಷ ಮಂಗಳವಾರ. ಈ ದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ವೇದಋಷಯ ಸಮಾರಭ್ಯ ವೇದಾಂತಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಮಧ್ಯಮಾಃ ಯೋಗೀರಾಂ ಸುರತ್ಕುಮಾರಪರ್ಯಂತಂ ವಂದೇ ಗುರುಪರಂಪರಾಂ ರತ್ನಾಕರಾಧೌತಪತಾಂ ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಕಿರೀಟಿನೀಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮರಾಜ ಋಷಿರತ್ನಾಢ್ಯಾಂ ವಂದೇ ಭಾರತ ಮಾತರಂ. Salutations and adorations to all the great preceptors of the holy land of Bharatavarsha. Salutations and adorations to our holy motherland Bharata Bhumi, whose crown is the mighty Himalayas, whose sacred feet are washed by three great oceans, and who is adorned with the jewels of Brahma Rishis and Raja Rishis. In this holy land of Bharatavarsha, the great Vedic Rishis proclaimed different pathways to God realization. Jnana Marga of contemplation and meditation on the ultimate reality after studies of the Vedic scriptures. Another one, Karma Marga, performance of yagas, yajnas, homas, havans, etc. And the third one, very important one, is Bhakti Marga, the path of devotion. Narada, in his Bhakti Sutra, defines Bhakti as Athado Bhaktim Vyakyasyamaha Sattosmin Paramaprema Swarupa Amrita Swarupa, immense, intense, eternal love. That is Bhakti. That is how Narada defines. In India, there have been several Bhakti movements and also Bhakti literature. Thiruppavai of Periyazhwar is one of the foremost Bhakti literature in India, and it is especially in Tamil. In the Tamil literature, in the Sangam literature, it forms part of Paripadam. Thiruppavai. Paavai is the name of a genre in Tamil poetics. In that genre, that poem has been written. Yet another poem in the same genre is Thiruppavai, which is in praise of Lord Shiva, whereas Thiruppavai is in praise of Lord Vishnu, Narayana, and the Paavai is attributed to Goda, the daughter of Periyazhwar. Andal, she is also known, and she has presented 30 verses in adoration of that ultimate reality in the form of Lord Narayana, especially in his Archavatara as Sri Rangamurti. In that literature, the Bhakti outpouring of Andal in the early 5 stanzas of Thiruppavai. Thiru means sacred. Paavai, as I told, is the name of the genre, and in the Thiruppavai, Andal presents a particular form of bhakti devotion. There are various forms of bhakti. Vatsalya Bhava, like Yashoda had for Sri Krishna. Mitra Bhava, Sakha Bhava, like Arjuna had for Krishna. Then Dasya Bhava, like Hanuman had towards Rama. These are all various forms. And among them, One important is Kantha Bhava, adoration and worship of the Lord as beloved. There are two types. One is devotee considering himself as a female lover and Lord as the male counterpart. Another is considering considering the Lord as the female and the devotee as male. Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati, he has in his Kannamma part, he has adopted the latter style in which he presents the Lord Kannamma as the Supreme Lord Krishna and in his female form, and Bharati himself becomes the Bhakta there. Here in Andal's Thiruppavai, Andal considers herself as one among the gopis of Vrindavana. Just like in Krishna Karnamrita, the gopis adoring and worshipping Lord Krishna as their beloved, here Andal has also adopted the same method of adoration and worship of the Lord as beloved. The first 5 stanzas of Thiruppavai, Andal invokes the importance of adoration and worship of the Lord, and then she considers herself as one among the gopis, and she considers that she, along with other gopis, they go to the abode of Lord Krishna. It is the morning hour. In Indian astronomy and astrology, 1 year of the people in the worldly life is just 1 day in the celestial year. So, the early morning hour, dawn, Brahma Muhurta, from 4:30 to 6, that period, Brahma Muhurta, is the period for contemplation and meditation. According to our calendar, it comes in the Dhanurmaasam. This Dhanurmaasa is 1 day, one early morning in the celestial year. And here in Dhanurmaasa, there are 30 days, and for each day, 1 stanza is attributed by Andal. And here, in the early morning hour of Dhanurmaasa or Margazhi, Andal awakens her friends, Toys, and asks them to proceed to the abode of Lord Narayana, Lord Krishna, in the abode of Nanda. And the first stanzas, it is awakening of the gopis. Come on, we will all go. Get up. Clarion call to the gopis, gopi friends, to get ready to go to the abode of Krishna. And reaching the abode of Krishna, the next part is awakening the Lord. Before awakening the Lord, Andal calls out to Yashoda, she calls out to Nandagopa, and she calls out to Krishna's brother Balarama, wake up and awaken the Lord. The Lord, Krishna, is supposed to be Vadapatra Sai, sleeping on a leaf, and she gives a clarion call to Gopa, to Yashoda and to Balarama, awaken the Lord. We have come here for darshan. Along with other gopis, I am here to receive his darshan and his blessings. And there she sings, nothing else in the world is superior to the devotion to the Lord, and therefore we all are here to seek his blessings and grace. And she appeals to the kith and kin of Krishna to awaken him. Then it is addressed to the Lord. There, Andal speaks about the various avatars of Lord Mahavishnu. Krishna is none other than Mahavishnu, who had taken two different avatars. In the Gita Govinda also, Jayadeva has presented Krishna Govinda as one who has incarnated in various avatars. So here in Andal's Paasuram, in the poems, in the verses, we find praise of Krishna as the one who came as Vamana, the one who came as Lord Rama and destroyed Ravana. And then she explains the exploits of Lord Krishna right from his childhood, how he destroyed Pudana, how he destroyed Sakadasura, how he has been dancing with gopis. All these are narrated in that devotional poem of Andal. So here, the entire Bhagavata Purana is summarized in these few verses, in these 30 verses. That it is all essence of Srimad Bhagavata Purana and the greatness and glory of Lord Narayana Govinda, who is also manifesting as Lord Venkatachalapati Venkateshwara and Lord Ranganatha of Sri Rangam. And here Andal pours out her devotion to Lord Krishna. This Thiruppavai, it is sung by devotees, especially Vaishnavites, in the Dhanurmaasam, in the Margazhi Masa, every morning. All these days they sing the praises. And it is not just adoration and worship, praise. There she also prescribes the necessary disciplines that are to be observed. When Andal speaks to her gopi friends, she says, Neyyunnom Paalunnom, not Kale Neeradi. We will not indulge in eating, drinking and all pleasures. We will have our bath in the early morning. All those disciplines that a devotee has to observe in adoration of the Lord, they are very beautifully presented by Andal in the stanzas. And then the whole pouring out of devotion is in the later stanzas. This Thiruppavai, it has come down through ages, and it is attributed to, as I told, to Periyazhwar, the one who is considered to be the father of Andal. According to the legend, Andal was found by Periyazhwar when he was going into the garden to pluck flowers. He found Andal and he brought her home and he brought her up. And right from the childhood, Andal was devoted to Lord Krishna. And Periyazhwar was preparing garlands for Lord Krishna's temple. He had to take it to the temple, and she partook that work. But what she did, when Periyazhwar was busy with other arrangements for the worship, she used to wear that garland herself, considering herself as the bride of the Lord, and then she handed it over to Periyazhwar. This was found out by Periyazhwar one day, and he declined to take the garland to the Lord, but it is said that the Lord himself demanded that he must present to him the garland that was worn by Andal. Therefore, she is known as Sudi Kodutha Sudarudiyal. So, this devotion, it explains the total surrender to the Lord and complete attachment to the lotus feet of the Lord. This hymn is sung in every home and hearth, and it is one of the foremost bhakti literature in India. This adoration and worship of the Lord in the bhakti form, you find in other scriptures also, like Krishna Karnamrita, Gita Govinda, etc. But the most profound presentation you find in Andal's Thiruppavai. This is not only a Tamil literature, this devotion, this Goda Stuti, it has come in Sanskrit, and Vedanta Deshika has also written, and it has spread throughout the country. It has also crossed the borders of India. In Thailand, it is recorded that the Thailand people, they used to recite both Thiruppavai and Thiruvambavai in a festival. So it has gone everywhere, it has spread everywhere. The adoration and worship of the Lord, it is a very supreme method of approach, and it is easier than others. For the Jnana Marga, you have to go into intense study of the scriptures. For the Karma Marga, you have to concentrate, devote, and perform all actions. There are other paths, but Bhakti Marga, here it is total surrender, as Narada has presented in his Narada Bhakti Sutra. So, in the month of Margazhi, in every heart and home of Tamil Nadu, devotees sing the praise of Lord by chanting this Thiruppavai. Wherever the Tamils have migrated, even to the countries like Mauritius, South Africa, there are Vaishnavite temples, Venkateswara temple in South Africa, Durban, and in Mauritius also. I had the opportunity to visit those countries and see for myself how this Thiruppavai has influenced the people there. And in the month of Margazhi, even the Tamils there, they sit and sing this great praise. Let us all offer ourselves in that method of adoration and worship of the Lord, following the footsteps of Andal or Goda, and attempt to elevate ourselves to the divine light, to the divine feet of the Lord. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Krishna, Vande Mataram.